Good evening everyone, welcome to IQSET channel. So today we are going to discuss about national logistics policy. Sorry for the delay because I had some issues with editing. I could not upload the video yesterday. So let's start the topic. It's a national logistics policy. It's in news because Prime Minister has recently launched it in Delhi so that we can fulfill the plan to become a new India. So recently India has climbed to the fifth largest economy, the position which was earlier held by I think France. So earlier India was sixth largest, but now it's fifth largest. And in this context, the logistics policy is very much important, as we know that logistics in India cost around 13 to 14%. So let us first understand what logistics is. Suppose we are buying a bag of rice and it is costing us around 1200. So this 1200 will also include the cost of not only production but also transport, storage, loading and unloading, packaging, etc. So all these accessory costs, they are known as logistics. In India, we spend around 13 to 14% for these logistics, whereas in developed countries it is around 6 to 7%. So which is cutting half of the logistics cost. So we need to cut down this cost so that we can improve our efficiency. So what has government done? Government has introduced a ease of logistics services portal. So where the industries, they can directly interact with the government, and they can take up any such matter which are causing problems in the operations and performance of the government with the government agency. So suppose an industry is facing a problem with the government, so the industry, they can directly address the problem to the government, so that the government will help the industry to solve the problem. Suppose the industry is located in an area and the road to that area has been blocked for some reason, or has been dug up for construction or something. So this ease of logistics services portal, it will help the industry to directly address this issue with the government. So after this, let us see what is this national logistics policy all about. So it is an overarching, which means it has a very broad-based, interdisciplinary, cuts across disciplines, cross-sectoral and multi-jurisdictional. It enters into various jurisdictions, more beyond states, beyond even country boundaries. So for the development of entire logistics ecosystem, and will bring new energy to all sectors. What is the objective of this policy? To build world-class modern infrastructure in India, so that we can improve our efficiency. Why do we need logistics policy? Because we have already seen that we are spending around 13 to 14%. So because there is high logistic cost, we need to cut down the cost. For that, we need a policy, and to improve the competitiveness. Because in international market, we know that if the price of the product is low, the competitiveness of the product will increase. Suppose if we are spending 13 to 14% on logistics, when compared to the product of USA, which is only spending 6 to 7%, then Indian product will obviously lose out on competitiveness, and it will also improve efficiency. Because if we have good transport infrastructure and storage facilities, then we can deliver products in a much more efficient manner, which will also lead to profits, and thereby reinvestment and growth of economy. So that is why, as we are growing economy, we need to improve our logistics. So how can we improve? What are the steps taken by the government to improve the logistics sector? Is the PM Gati Shakti portal. You must be knowing about it. PM Gati Shakti portal is one such portal where various departments will interact with each other, and they'll coordinate in the policy making, so that one's policy will not interfere with others' policy, and they'll act in sync with each other. Suppose, for example, the roads department has taken up construction of a new road in an area, and suddenly the next month the irrigation department comes and digs it up for laying down pipeline. So what will be the use in such a scenario? So to cut down these kind of non-synced, unplanned policies, PM Gati Shakti portal was introduced, so that each government department will interact at this portal, and they'll make policy in sync with each other. And let us also see what is multimodal transport. Suppose we have India here. Sorry. So here we have Mumbai port, and we want to transfer something to here in some Central Asian country, suppose Uzbekistan. So what do we do? If we take the land route, we have to cross through all the way from the Pakistan, then go to Afghanistan, and then go to Uzbekistan, and all this may cost more. Rather than that, what we can do is we can directly go from Mumbai to Chabahar port of Iran, and from there directly to Uzbekistan. So here we are using multiple modes, water mode, and then here we may be using roadways, or maybe some other airways or something, and by this we are trying to cut down the cost and the time. So this is known as multimodal transport. So PM Gati Shakti portal was introduced to improve multimodal connectivity with other areas and regions, and we also introduced unified logistics interface platform. So it will bring all digital services at one place, and we have also seen that the turnaround time at the ports in India has been reduced from 44 hours to 26 hours. What is this turnaround time? Suppose a ship has arrived at Mumbai port today, and for it to uh, for this ship to return back to its destination, it was earlier it used to take 46 hours, but now because the paperwork is reduced, the system has been streamlined, it is taking only around 26 hours. So this way we have cut down our turnaround time. In developed countries, it is around 10 hours to 15 hours. So very soon we will also be reaching to that place with these policies. And apart from that, we have also seen that to promote export, air cargo terminals are introduced, 35 multimodal hubs are introduced, new waterways are connected, Kisan Rail was introduced. This Kisan Rail, it will transport the products of farmers to distant places, and it also includes cold storage facilities. And we have also seen Krishi Udan. This is airway connectivity through which the agriculture produce is transported through airways. And paperless exim trade, as I already told, that export-import trade has been made more efficient by introducing paperless trade, by introducing paperless trade. And e-way bills, FASTag, we all know what FASTag is, and introduction of GST. Before introduction of GST, there used to be a lot of hassle in interstate transport, but now because we have a unified GST, the hassle in interstate transport has come down. And we have also introduced Sagarmala project. This is improvement of ports. Bharatmala project, this is improvement of roads. And dedicated freight corridor, like earlier we used to have the same lane, the railway lane, for both goods and passengers, but now we will have one dedicated freight corridor which will only transport goods, so that it will improve the delivery time, so that the goods will reach in time and the logistics cost will come down. So we are taking various measures in this way to cut down the cost. So what are the other things in this policy? Like every logistic provider, they'll be given one unique number so that they'll be easily identified and they can be easily booked. Like if I want to hire a logistic provider, service provider, then I can easily reach them with this unique logistics account number, and there'll be national registry of all warehouses. Suppose I want to store my products and I want to know where the warehouses are located, then I'll have geotags, and I'll also have a registry where I can find out about them. And apart from this, we are also developing silos, so that if we store warehouses, in warehouses we store small quantities, but in silo we use them for bulk storage. And we will also have a dashboard where the real-time monitoring of logistics will happen. So with this policy, we are trying to reduce the logistics cost by 5% over the next 5 years. And we'll also have this track and trace city level logistics ranking. With this, we can increase the competitiveness within the cities, so that they'll improve their ranking. They'll try to improve the ranking, and the logistics cost will come down. Apart from that, what else this policy has? It has immense potential to improve infrastructure and expansion of business, and increases the employment opportunities. And as we already discussed, it improves the competitiveness. So these are the other benefits with this improved logistics policy, and it will also improve the respect for the laborers and workers. So with this, we are done with this topic. Tomorrow I'll come with other two topics, and mostly we'll be discussing about the doctrines of judiciary, like doctrine of pith and substance, doctrine of eclipse, doctrine of basic structure, and other things. So with this video is completed. Thank you. Please like, share, and subscribe.